drive-through lane. There's one lane on each side of the building, so a car can enter from either side of the building. So what's gonna happen is a car is gonna drive up on one of the lanes, and we're gonna have 2 to 4 employees inside the building at all times, depending on the traffic. So let's say you're at the register, the POS system. When the car pulls up to the lane, you're just gonna run out there, take their order, and then from there it's gonna be about knowing where the inventory is, and that way you can be more efficient in getting them out. Because our goal is to get them out in 3 minutes max. That's if we're baking items, such as the breads, empanadas, and whatnot. But 90 seconds is really the goal, if possible. So you go out there, you take their order, and then you run inside. And it's a small store, so it's gonna be really easy to find where everything is and to memorize where everything is. And simple items like milk, bread, eggs, those are our main staples. And then we're also gonna have our novelty items, our farm stores, freshly squeezed orange juice, freshly squeezed lemonade, which are big sellers. We're gonna have, like I said, a lot of bakery items, household cleaning supplies. Yeah, just anything convenience that you can think of that will refrain people from going into Publix or ordering a delivery service. They can just drive through real quick. So the items will be easy to find, source small. We'll get used to that. We'll go over that during training, like where everything is and how to ring everything up as fast as possible. So what happens is you'll take the order, you'll grab the items, you'll ring them up in the POS. They'll pop up in the system on the computer, and it'll show the price. So then what you do is you just run out to the car again, and you ask them how they want to pay, and you tell them the price, and they'll either have a card or cash or whatever. And if they have a card, we have a portable card reader, which you can bring out to the car, and it also is a touch screen. So the touch screen gives them the option to tip, and the tip is going to be either $1, $2, or custom. We stayed away from the percentages because it's like too complicated for people to do the math in their head. And also a dollar just makes it simple because they're not going to pick up a huge order. They're going to come for some small items. So if they like the customer service and the experience of not getting out of their car, then they'll most likely tip $1. I mean, I would for most circumstances, definitely. So that's the tipping situation, and that's the payment situation. And then once they pay, you can either, if you have an assistant, if there's 4 people in the store rather than 2, you'll have an assistant, and they can bring the bagged items. If it's just you, no worries. You don't have to be in a rush, but move a little diligently and grab the items and bring it to their car once you take the payment. So yeah, that's how that works. And then they're on their way. So other than that, maintaining the store is just gonna be clean up, which will be easy because again, no customers are entering the store. It's just us. We're cleaning up after ourselves. So it's gonna be clean up. There's some guidelines we have to follow, sanitation guidelines. So I'm gonna be posting obviously all the requirements the city, the inspectors are giving us to post on the wall. So that's all the sanitation guidelines. There are other guidelines like for the soup. We either have to leave the soup utensils inside of the soup during the whole day while it's hot, or if we take it out, we have to clean them every 4 hours. So it's little things like that that we'll go over when we're going through the training. So the training will be next week. I'm gonna text you guys in groups of 3 to 4. So this looks like a good group of 3. Why not? So the store's too small to bring in 20 employees at once to train. So I'm gonna text you guys, and there'll be 3 or 4 of us at once. And before any cars come or anything, we'll just do some mock servicing and mock ordering, and get you guys familiar with the system, ringing up and inventory and everything. And mostly the POS. I want everyone really familiar with the POS because the easy part is getting the items and talking to the people. In my opinion, the hardest part is probably the POS because you don't want to mess up. You don't want to ring in the wrong item. You don't want to take forever looking up an item. You want to know where everything is. So
most of the things can be scanned.
Yeah. Most of the things can be scanned. There's going to be some things that are no barcode that are our own items, like the freshly squeezed orange juice and whatnot. So those items, the no barcode items, will be on a touchscreen menu on the homepage of the POS. So it's easy access. That way you don't have to scan or you don't have to type anything. It's just so like freshly squeezed orange juice, you just touch it on the menu. So I'll show you all that once we're all set up inside the store. So you guys have any other questions? It's pretty easy,
Schedule-wise, what are you gonna probably have your schedule out at least 2 weeks? We're gonna try and do 2-week blocks to get everybody's schedule out in advance. With the training next week, we could probably create a Google Calendar. Will be time slots. So we'll send out a mass text to everybody to go to the site and put their name in. That way, as soon as it fills up, it fills up.
Yeah, we want to be flexible with you guys. We know you guys have other jobs and whatnot.
So you would have to sign up for your own.
Well, no, I'm talking about for the training.
Oh,
Yeah, for
okay.
training.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, then we'll
Yeah,
get.
yeah, for the training shift, we'll send you a Google link, he's saying,
Okay.
and we'll have some time slots on there so you can just type your name on whatever time slot works best. So we'll get that set up for you guys.
As far as promptness, I mean, we're gonna have a fun time. It's gonna be a cool thing. I mean, not only has this company been around for 65 years, but it's the first one in North Florida. And there's a lot of people, and the company's based out of Miami. You said you live in South Florida? You grew up in South Florida, so you're already familiar a little bit with farm
Oh,
stores.
yeah. I always
But-
used to go to them and just pick up quick stuff.
And with that, there is a lot of people that live from here in Tallahassee, from Broward, Dade, and West Palm Beach County. So the buzz over the last few months has been pretty significant on social media. And there's really no other type of business other than maybe sort of Mike's Beer Barn is the closest thing. So think of Mike's Beer Barn, but for everyday items. He mentioned the process of people checking out with the credit card machines. When you help a person either insert their credit cards into the machines or you help them with it, look at their name, because you're gonna print out a receipt too. Make sure you're getting their name before you leave and say, Sammy, thanks for coming in today, we'll see you tomorrow. Establishing, the average farm store's customers come in 2 to 4 times a week. And not many businesses can say that. Even Chick-fil-A that if we all go to, or maybe Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts for some others. But there's gonna be times where people run out of things at their house that are just swinging in to grab 1 or 2 things and they're on their way. Or maybe you have the same person comes in every morning and gets a pack of cigarettes and a coffee or a soda, and get to know them. They're not coming to see necessarily you guys or him and I, but when you know their name, that impresses people, and they're gonna then go tell our story to other people. And the luxury of not having a car is the most important thing. And the rest of the stores that are gonna be built, we're building these near homes. So we're not on the main drags like a Monroe or Tennessee Street necessarily. We wanna be in or around communities of homes. And with that, that's gonna help as far as bringing people back more on a regular basis. Because we're basically the first and last mile of their day, right? When they're leaving to go take their kids to school or go to work, and or you get a call from your spouse or your roommate, hey, can you pick up a gallon of milk or a 6-pack of beer, or we ran out of toilet paper. I mean, so it's gonna be a nice luxury for them to have us nearby, so they don't have to wait all the way till Saturday to go to Publix and do the regular grocery shopping. Friendliness, making sure the uniforms that he's gonna pass out are clean. We will, in the winter months, have some jackets. We're gonna provide you with 3 shirts and a hat. We will have some fleece, I think you ordered for the store. We didn't have the ability to buy everyone a fleece, but we will have ones that we'll give you the link if you wanna order your own. But everybody will be wearing one of the farm stores during cold days.
We do have long sleeve shirts that will be giving you guys.
We do have long sleeve shirts and t-shirts.
For the cold.
And we appreciate your guys' time, and look forward to a fun.
Oh yeah.
What is dress
Dress code?
dress code for like shorts or pants or shoes?
Yeah. So
Just khakis for no basketball shorts is the only thing. So if you're gonna do shorts, just khaki shorts or something like that. Jeans are acceptable actually, so you can wear jeans, khakis, any type of pants.
shorts,
like that.
khaki or black,
Mm-hmm.
and or jeans that are not whole jeans.
Right. Yeah, not ripped jeans or baggy jeans or anything like that.
Right.
It's normal jeans, you know.
I don't think we're gonna need name tags. I don't believe so.
I don't think we need them.
So biggest thing on your end, the best ability is availability. Make sure you're on time and at work, and we'll have a process for people as far as covering shifts. As we realize things happen in people's lives, we'll have the ability maybe through GroupMe, starting a GroupMe app, saying, hey, I have to work tomorrow at 6 a.m. Is there anyone out there that could cover my shift?
Right. Yeah. That would be big.
And getting up with Nick, he's the director of the whole store. As far as shift changes, if everybody's gonna have the same talents, so you should be able to get anybody to cover your shift. Whatever you're gonna do as far as approving or.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna make sure that that we're flexible with everyone's comfortable with the hours they're working, and I'm gonna switch people around to make sure that I can get that done the best possible. Obviously, there'll be times, where someone might be, working a shift that they really didn't wanna work, but the store has to stay open, and I'll try to avoid that as much as possible, so.
Yeah, 90% of the people that are employed work somewhere else. We wanted to hire people that are professionals, business-minded, multitaskers, and are friendly. By already showing that you work somewhere else, you have a need to pay your everyday bills. We wanted to hire a majority of those folks as opposed to someone who's not working and doesn't have as much of an incentive to be at work. Doesn't mean this can't be the first job for some people, but we want to have the most responsible, hardworking employees. You mentioned sense of urgency. Your shift is going to have probably 50 to 200 cars on your shift, so you're going to have to hustle. And the more money you make by making an hourly plus tips, that gives you ability to make the $11 plus $4, $5, $10 more an hour. People that pay in cash, they might say, the bill's $18.47. Yeah, Sammy, go ahead and keep that $1.53, and then put that in your tip cup. And maybe we even have a round up on the credit cards.
Yeah, we could
$1,
probably
$2 and round up.
probably get that installed, yeah. I think that's on there, an option.
Other than that, look forward to working with everybody.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun,
Thanks.
building the team up, and we'll get started next week with the training.
Appreciate it.
Alright, yeah, thank you guys for coming out. Those are the employee handbooks for you. We have all the paperwork, so we're good on that. And, yeah, any more questions, or you guys good?
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys.